Let's go, baby! Got another subscriber! I gotta take a step back, right? Like, oh, we lost it. Sorry.
That's cool. I had to drop the kids off at the pool. You know what I'm saying?
I have to become more. Our scars can destroy us. But if we survive them, they can transform us. They can give us the power to endure. And the strength to fight.
What up, people? Let's get some light in here. Let's get some light. Yeah. All right, there we go. Let's brighten it up a little bit. All right, it's bright. Here we go. Yo, what is good, everybody? Happy Monday. So, actually uploaded week 5, part 3. Yes, you heard me correctly, part 3. I uploaded Sunday morning, but I didn't make it public. And I was wondering why I had so little views. I was like, damn, I guess people were busy on Sunday. And then Isaiah texted me this morning. He's like, yo, where's that video that you sent me? He's like, I can't find it on your channel. I was like, what? Then I went to go check it out, and I was like, no wonder it was published, but under unlisted, so no one could see it. So anyways, made that public this morning. By the time you're watching this video, you probably already saw it. I thought it was actually a funny video because it's the one where I showed Isaiah getting dressed up as Aquifer Man, which he likes to, he likes to cosplay. He's a little, that's Isaiah. But I thought it was a funny one. So anyways, it is lunchtime right now, guys, and I'm eating some chicken, some rice, just basic. I did go to the grocery store this morning and get some groceries, although I was in a rush. So I couldn't get like the little things, right? I needed to get cilantro, I needed to get avocado, I needed to get some more seasoning, but I was in the grocery store and then my alarm went off for a meeting in 10 minutes, and I was like, oh crap, get the proteins and let's go. So I had to rush home. I may go back a little bit later, but I want to eat this food and just have a chat about everything that's going on in the world. Little things that I'm interested in. For one, I kind of want to vent a little bit about my Texas Longhorns. Now, Isaiah will be happy about this because he is a UTSA graduate, but UTSA just knocked off my Texas Longhorns in baseball. And mind you, my Longhorns were ranked the number 2 in the nation. So they were predicted to go to the Super Regional and then go to the College World Series. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I mean, UTSA dominated us. And keep in mind, this tournament was in Austin, Texas. So UTSA completely, little bro, drove up to Austin, went to Big Bro's house, and took his lunch. I was a little upset about that because obviously I'm a big Longhorns fan. I don't care what sport it is, I want them to win, especially baseball, especially football and basketball. I would much rather lose to UTSA than to lose to like a Nebraska or an Oklahoma, LSU, or some out of state, right? If we're gonna lose, at least we lose to a team that's in state. And by the way, UTSA is essentially just UT's little brother, right? It's University of Texas at San Antonio. So kind of technically part of us, right? I mean, it's kind of part of our umbrella. So if they win, we kind of win. UT of San Antonio? I don't know. I'm kind of just reaching. I'm reaching. Also, crazy article came out late Friday. And it picked up some momentum over the weekend. But what that was, I'm not sure what the guy's name, but I think he is like a co-founder or creator of Anthropic. If you don't know what Anthropic is, it is an AI. It's pretty much like ChatGPT, right? It's one of the platforms that's out there, one of the major platforms that's out there. And he came out with a pretty scathing interview, like pretty much saying that he completely underestimated the timing of how fast AI is working. And essentially he is saying that there's going to be a white collar jobs doomsday in the next year to a year and a half because how fast it's moving, saying that AI is about to take a lot of these white collar jobs away. And he was saying that, look, the government needs to step in and do something because people are going to revolt, right? If you take away jobs from people and you replace them with AI, people are going to revolt. People are going to get pissed off and they're going to want something to be done. What that is, what that looks like, I have no clue. What he was saying was pretty much when you search a certain topic, whatever industry it's in. So let's use my industry, marketing. So anytime you look up marketing, you're going to get a token. A company gets a token, something like that. And the government needs to somehow like subsidize or put some money away for that industry, for people that are going to be, obviously get canceled, or for people that are going to lose their jobs because of AI in that industry. I mean, it's a pretty crazy idea. I don't know how it would work, but I do believe that there will be a revolt from people if you're saying in the next 2, 3, 4 years, let's say half of the white collar jobs are eliminated. And we're talking about, banking, we're talking about cybersecurity, we're talking about data entry, even lawyers, right? Like I've heard of lawyers and in administration jobs. Like I've heard that like this one guy tried to have ChatGPT represent him as a lawyer. It's crazy. I see that happening. Like, dude, I don't want a lawyer. I'll just ask ChatGPT. And it's getting smarter and smarter every month. It's doing more and more things. And yeah, it's a pretty crazy thing to think about, but I do definitely believe that you back people into a corner, they're gonna bite, they're gonna react. And so if you wipe out half of the white collar jobs, the government's gonna have to step in. Someone's gonna have to do something because it's gonna get crazy. This AI is already getting crazy. In other news, the NBA Finals is about to start this week. I'm predicting it. Unfortunately, it probably is going to be the most lowest rated NBA Finals in NBA history. And that has nothing to do with the teams. Like, they're two great teams. Really good fundamental basketball. It's none of that like ISO, hey, best player, everybody get out the way. They both very much play as a team. And so I definitely like both of the teams. I'm rooting for Indiana because half of my family is from Indiana. And plus, I don't like OKC. I have like this little rivalry with OKC because I'm a Spurs fan. And I can definitely see OKC and the Spurs are going to be battling it out in the conference finals in the next couple of years. I can just see it happening because we're both young and we're building up. The Spurs aren't that far away, right? We're not that far away. We got the number 2 pick and 14 pick this year. We might get Kevin Durant. We might go after Giannis, or we might just say, hey, we're going to draft these kids and let them develop, kind of like OKC did. So I really am not rooting for OKC. I'm kind of going for Indiana Pacers. That's who I'm rooting for. But if I had to put money on it, I would bet OKC is going to win. Boom. All right, guys. That was a good little lunch talk. But yeah, we'll catch up with you a little bit later. Got to get some more work done.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. Boom. What's up, y'all? It is week 8. You see where we're at. You know what time it is. Car Chats with Zaza Cruz. Let's go. So today's car chat is inspired by a comment that we got from a previous video from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mark the Machine, hitting a deadlift plateau and how to get out of a plateau that you feel like you're in. First off, we all are going to hit a plateau. When you first start working out, it's going to feel like you're making progress every single week. Like, man, I'm getting so strong very fast, very quick. But naturally, we're going to all like flatline kind of plateau, and progress is going to be a little slower, and that can be hindering to your mental, but don't let that stop you from your progress. So I'm going to share a couple things that I do to get over my deadlift plateaus that I found that has helped me out a lot. One of the first things that I'll do, since we do a progressive overload of 4 to 6 rep range, there will be like a week that I take that instead of 4 to 6, I'll do a rep range of 2 for my heavy sets with a heavier weight. That way it's introducing my body to a heavier weight. And when I come back the next week like the 4 to 6 rep range weight seems a lot lighter, and it could be just a mental block that I have in my own head that like, oh, this plateau I'm stuck in a rut, and it's really not there. Your body can actually do it. That's one thing I do. Another thing I do is you could do rack pulls. So you put the rack deadlifts like shin high, and then you could rack pull a heavier weight because you're not doing the full motion. You're kind of like doing a half rep, and that allows you to introduce your body to a heavier weight as well. Another thing I do, 3, is I'll start switching up my accessory work to workouts that kind of help the deadlift motion itself. So for example, on leg day, instead of doing like hamstring curls on the machine, I'll do Romanian deadlifts. So it's similar to like a deadlift motion. And then I'll do bent over rows, pendlay rows, but all free weights. That way my body is working on those muscle groups that are beneficial to a deadlift. So those are a few things that I do to get over my deadlift plateaus. And Mark, you're going to get over yours too soon. Just keep at it, bro. We got this. We are here in the gym early. I'm about to actually go deadlift. You're all about to see some lifts. So let's go, baby. Back at it. I love it. Let's go.
Rogan Delgado here, or is you waiting on him? Rogan here, or you waiting on him? Oh, wait, he's going to start at 6:30. I come definitely.
Alright y'all, as usual, Logan's running late, so I'm going to go ahead and show y'all some examples of those lifts that I was discussing in the car chat. I have the rack pull set up, so we'll do that. I'm doing a lighter weight, but you get the idea. Let's go. So next, we're going to do some Romanians, but I would incorporate this on the leg day like I discussed in the chat, but I'm going to show you an example of how those go. So next we're going to do some pendlay rows. This I would incorporate on a back day, so add it on to after you do deadlifts. It's my suggestion.
Yo, what's up everybody? We're here in the gym. Look, I've always said it's really packed, but today is really packed.
It's truly packed.
It is truly
If you find a parking spot, you're like lucky. It's like hitting the lottery.
I had to make a custom parking spot today. Had to make a custom parking spot today. That's how packed it is.
I always feel like college, where you gotta take somebody to do their car so you could take their spot.
Yeah, you just gotta like drive around. But as you can see behind me, the gym is bumping. Look at the free weight area. Absolutely madness. Madness. Well, it's gonna be a fun day, guys. So back day, let's get it.
All right, bro. We got an NBA Finals.
I already talked about it. Yeah, sorry, can't.
Walk out there. What are you doing? I haven't talked to you.
That's the thing,
while.
guys. Me and Isaiah haven't talked in a while. We actually haven't talked since last Thursday because you were off on Friday for June 1st. And
I was headbanging with the Ravens, baby.
And So we haven't talked, but yeah, no, I really like talking like I went like in depth, bro. Like I was like talking about the ratings, how the ratings are gonna suck. Indiana, OKC, like this will be probably one of the lowest NBA ratings. The NBA is already down, like already, guys. Regardless, if it was the Lakers in New York, the ratings are already down this year. Now you put the two smallest markets. I don't know what's smaller than OKC. I don't think there's anything smaller than that. San Antonio. I think it's a smaller market. I think it's a small market.
All right, I'll switch it up, but I'll keep it basketball related. So I was listening to Brilliant Idiots today, and then they brought up, like, who's tougher, LeBron James or Angel Reese? Because they were talking about how LeBron.
The sad thing is that's actually a conversation. That's the sad thing, guys. I don't know. I think Angel Reese might be a little tougher. That's the sad thing.
That's what they were saying too. They were like arguing. They're like,
the fact that we're arguing is just tells you everything you need to know about LeBron. Because some of these combinations of flops that he does are just outrageous. Like they barely tap him. He's like, just goes down. Yeah, it's crazy.
Have you watched soccer? Same thing. I think like
it's part of soccer's game. That's what they like. No, don't get me wrong. That's why I hate soccer. Like too, I hate the diving bullshit. It's horrible. But like it's part of the game. It's
right. So you got rules, and it's like, how far can I toe the line with those rules?
And I get it. When you're in that, like, again, I know nothing about soccer, guys, but when you're in that box, that shooting box, and you get a foul there, I mean, that's literally a free shot. So I get why you want to do that. If someone even taps you, bro, like go down because you have almost like a 50% chance of getting a penalty shot. Like you get it like it was just you and the goalie. If you get it, that penalty in that small box. By the way, speaking of soccer, Championships League, I believe the final was this past weekend, and PSG killed whatever team they went against. It was like 5-0. Maybe 6-0. I turned it off. Like I was like, okay, this is like they're not coming back. Insane.
I'm ready for the World Cup because they're coming to the Northern Americas, and they should be.
No, we got something to talk about. We got something to talk about right now. Here we go, bro. News just broke. I don't know if it was yesterday or today, but USC Noche is coming to San Antonio. So it was originally supposed to be in Mexico. I don't know what's going on, but they're probably having some issues there, and so they moved it to San Antonio. We gotta try to go, depending on who the fight is.
Right? Yeah, I don't want to go see trash.
Yeah. I know. They shouldn't be because that's like Dana White goes off for Noche.
Right. Yeah.
He got the spear last year.
Right.
So if they have a good lineup, we gotta go.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Want us to go?
Yeah, go fund us.
We gotta raise 20K. Guys,
we want good seats.
we got a party, we gotta eat, got a hotel.
Right? Yeah, let's go. Help our brothers out. Out this boot camp. I was just telling Logan I would die in that. What about you? What do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you all a story. Okay, so Crystal did that last Monday, and me and Isaiah were like, dude, she's crazy. Like, considering Crystal hasn't worked out in forever, and that's gonna be your first class. This crazy ass like hit session.
I would have puked.
I'm talking like cardio, lifting weights, like ropes, pushing the sled. And I was watching her and she was dying. And so the next day she's like, oh, I'm so sore. And I started laughing. I was like, I said, wait till tomorrow. Wait till day 2. And she's like, oh, what do you mean? I said, you just wait. Oh my gosh. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, she's like, I can't walk. And I said, yeah, that's what happens. And so coming to the gym today, because this is the same class she did, and there's other girls in there. There's actually one of her coworkers is doing this class with her. I joked around with her, hey, you gonna come to the gym with me today? And she was like, looked at me, she gave me that evil look like, no, I'm not. I'm still recovering. I said, yeah, that's crazy. But I told her, I was like, Isaiah and I wouldn't do that. Like, I couldn't imagine doing that.
I struggle walking in my car.
It's crazy. And imagine someone who like hasn't worked out in forever, and that's your first day. That just became your last day too. Go. Speaking of, I have another Mount Rushmore. You probably don't know this one. This is kind of a hard one. This came up on TikTok. Now again, this is not really my expertise, but I kind of like this one. The Mount Rushmore of Atlanta rappers. Atlanta rappers, not Atlanta. You can't say the T at the end. Atlanta rappers. Okay, I'm gonna give you mine. I didn't copy this guy, but mine's different. T.I. Future. This one's the controversial one, but it's because I like this guy, and I can see why people think this is a very controversial one. Andre 3 Stacks, okay, and then number 4, Ludacris. Number 4. That's 4. Okay, so there's a lot of people we left out. There's Gucci Mane. There is, well, I mean, these are newer rappers, but you got like 21 Savage, you got Lil Baby. The reason why people are really like Andre 3 Stacks is a little controversial is because he technically was with Outkast.
Right.
So like everything you like about him, half of that's with another guy. Like if you were going off straight solo, they would say he wouldn't be in there. And I kind of get it, but
Okay. I don't know. He's still somewhat creative.
But
See, I don't know where people are from, but he made the show Atlanta. Childish Gambino's a beast.
No,
right?
I don't even know if he's from there.
I don't know if he's from there either,
bro,
but
hey, go and put him on there.
I'm gonna give him
so
his
people
credit.
can roast you and be like, dude, he's not even on there. He made a TV series called Atlanta, and
But
okay,
yeah,
so you have Danny.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Childish Gambino.
Okay.
Hilarious also, if you haven't seen Community or anything like that. I saw Childish Gambino at South by Southwest performing on the sign of the building. And then the very next year, he had like his own stage.
Okay, listen,
Wild.
you don't got to prove nothing to me.
But
I get it. I get
I'm
it.
terrible at
Okay,
I'm terrible at these
next
Rushmore.
one.
I'd go with T.I., Andre 3000.
Okay, that's 3. You don't even
I don't know where
fourth-
people
you
are
don't
from.
even know fourth one.
I don't look at everybody's like Wikipedia of where they were born in.
You might
Nah.
technically only have 2 on there. Technically.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
Am I roasted again, bro? Did I
so
fail?
Just say Ludacris then.
Luda. Oh yeah, Luda for sure. Luda.
There you go.
Only because he's from Fast and Furious.
All right, there you go. Those are our Mount Rushmore Atlanta rappers. All you Atlanta.
Oh, we are done.
What do you call it? Atlanta Nights? I don't know. Atlanta Nights, let us know. Roast us in the comments. Execute on it.
What we got right here?
We got some single arm rows. Nice and slow. Let's go. Pride Month, baby. Woo. Big back.
Woo! Let's go.
How are Yankees doing?
Doing great, man. We got those cheater bets. We call Little Torpedo. Love it.
Why do you always gotta cheat? They
It's
haven't
like-
banned those yet?
It's like we talk about with the flopping. I mean, if it's within the rules, what can you say? Sorry about it.
What about Soto going to the Mets?
That's what I'm a little sad about that
It's
one.
kind of stupid. Like what?
You're still in New York. You don't gotta move.
I know, but why even go there? Because it
More
was like
money?
they could. No, I don't think they paid. I thought the Yankees could have paid him more.
Probably could have.
I
Probably
heard
didn't
they
want
could-
to.
Oh, okay. Because I heard he left more money on the table to go with him.
I do like Soto and his little shuffle that he does when
Although
on
they
those
got,
balls.
they got
It's
a squad
hilarious.
over there. You got Pete, you got the polar bear,
Yeah.
you got Soto. They got some. I don't even know what their record is. So.
Neither do I. Honestly, I don't care about anybody but Judge. Like, that dude's a beast. Never let him go. That's my thoughts. But yeah.
He'll be Yankees for life.
Yankees for life.
All right, guys, we got a little bit of rice right here. Got a little bit of ground turkey already made. I did do some food prep this morning. Well, not really. I mean, just made some rice, made a whole like whatever thing of ground turkey. So I got it right here ready to go. So I don't have to be scrambling for food. Gonna throw the ground turkey in here like so. Boom. All right, we'll have the rest for dinner. I still probably just a little bit more. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, then I also have some, I have some broccoli that I just warmed up. There's some broccoli on there.
Wait, I have broccoli?
Yeah, my love. A little bit of broccoli.
Are you mixing all those up?
Yeah, I'm gonna mix it all up. So,
Oh.
right here, ground turkey, rice, broccoli, and then... You do?
Yeah, Daddy. Puppy wanted some, okay?
Puppy wanted some? Okay, that's fine.
He wanted some.
Okay, and I know I've been on like this crazy kick, but I just like the texture. It really does taste amazing. So toasted sesames again. I know I'm putting it on everything. And then we got sriracha mayo right here. So just a little bit like so. And then I did have some cilantro earlier, but I'm probably threw it away because it did kind of look bad, but still tasted pretty good. Just need to go and get some more. So there you go. This is my pre-workout meal right here before I go meet Isaiah for our chest day. Chest day right here. And then we got Camila. So what's up, Camila? What'd y'all do today?
We went swimming.
So Camila and the girls are in summer school right now, so they go on field trips like, 4 times a week. And so
Look, Puppy.
Puppy is trying to eat some of my food.
Well, it's
the pool was
actually mine.
fun? So the pool was fun?
Yeah, and Puppy loved it.
Nice. All right.
Can I see it, the video?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, Puppy wants it.
Okay, and currently right now, guys, I'm editing week 5 right now. I'm editing week 5. Yes, you can have some, my love. And I'm almost done, so I'm gonna upload it. I'll probably upload it tomorrow for Wednesday. One thing I did want to talk about though, guys, is that now that it's summertime, the girls' schedule is a little bit different, right? They don't have to go to summer school. Well, it's called summer program, and it's pretty much they just like have fun. They go to recess, they go on like field trips every day, and so sometimes my girls want to sleep in, and because they want to sleep in, that definitely kind of alters my schedule, right? I can't go do cardio in the morning because Lo wants to sleep in, and I'm gonna let my girls sleep in if they want to. I'm not gonna like wake them up and be like, hey, you gotta come with me to cardio, because then what's the point? They might as well go to school. So I let them sleep in if they want to sleep in. But like I said, that does kind
It's
of
my favorite when he lets me sleep in.
the girls do like sleeping, so I'm gonna let them sleep in, right? So then that kind of like, obviously I can't go do my morning cardio. I'm kind of stuck doing other things. But that being said, one thing, and I guess I'm gonna have this talk with her in here because she's in here. Lo did mention the other day that she wanted to stop doing jiu-jitsu, and I was like, oh, you want to like stop? Like, why do you want to? You just got a belt promotion, and you guys haven't seen that video yet. You just got a belt promotion. Like, why do you want to stop now? And she's like, I don't know, Dad. I'm just kind of getting burnt out of it, and like. Me as a father, like I love watching her in jiu-jitsu. Like I absolutely love it, and I love watching Camila and dance as well. Watching these girls do anything like sports related, athletic related, I love watching them do it. And so I don't want her to quit. I gotta take a step back, right? Like obviously Lo has been going to jiu-jitsu nonstop for almost a year now. I'm talking 4 days minimum, sometimes 5, because we'll go on open mat. And that's a lot. Because I started asking other parents, I'm like, hey, your kid does soccer. Matt's kids, they do hockey up in Minnesota. And so I'm like, hey, how many times y'all go to practice? Like, you know, how's the schedule? And like, oh, well, soccer, we only go to practice once a week. And hockey, it's twice a week. I'm like, damn, wow. Lo goes to jiu-jitsu 4 times a week for a solid hour. And I mean, it's never under an hour. It's a full hour plus Saturdays sometimes for open mat. And I was like, you know what, the bummer thing is, like, at least with like soccer and hockey, they get to have a game on the weekends, right? Like, they get to have, like, that's the fun part, right? I understand practice is never like the fun thing, but game days are always the fun day. And I'm like, man, that's kind of a bummer for Lo. You know, we're not taking her to competitions every week. I mean, competitions are expensive, especially if we want her to do gi or no gi. She has to do practice with no game day payoff. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a step back, and I don't want her to quit. Like, I obviously do not want her to quit. So I said, hey, how about this? How about instead of going 4 days out of the week, you only go twice a week? We'll go on Mondays and Wednesdays, which are gi days. And then we'll go, you know, after the summer, then we'll kind of reassess. And she agreed. She said, okay, I'll do that. And yeah, I just like, man, you know, I don't want her to stop. I love watching her do jiu-jitsu, but I also at the same time don't want to get her burned out of it. Like, I don't want her to be like, Dad, you're making me not like it. So gotta take a step back. Gotta take a step back.
Puppy.
So, all right.
Puppy can sniff that from all the way over.
He can, right? He loves it. I'm gonna eat this, finishing editing this video, and then we're gonna catch up with Isaiah
And then
in the gym about an hour and a half.
And Puppy's gonna edit the camera. Boop.
All right, guys, walking up to Crunch. Got my little gym partner right here, Camila. What?
I have my iPad.
Got your iPad? Let me see.
Play games.
All right, let's go. You ready for the kid room?
Yeah, and if you feel this, it's like soft.
Nice. All right, and I got a little special treat for Isaiah. I'll show you when we get inside. Yo, what's up?
What's up, bro?
So Robert, you get to see how made Isaiah has it. He gets just pampered with gifts. So guys, I'm hooking him up with the Jocko creatine because your boy needs it. Your boy's looking natty. Looking super natty.
Yeah, super weak, bro. Super weak.
There you go. But I was going to help you with your sleep. I was editing today's video. You can't sleep, so.
Yes, sir. That is absolutely true.
Let's go.
Nice.
What, are we still warming up here?
Yeah, so warming up. He's back on it. Let's go.
We got to max out today, so we know. How does that feel? Where I feel heavy. Max out. Yeah,
Max
we gotta max out.
First day back, let's max. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, we gotta max out.
Do I sense another failure? Let's go.
Oh, I had to get somebody bigger to spot me so I don't die.
No, you gotta do it for the views, man. That's how you start the video off, but you just getting choked out by it.
The bar.
Title of the gym part. Title of the video. I almost killed my partner.
Logan trying to grow right here?
Grow, baby. Got the food on point. Video's about to go live tomorrow. You guys already saw it. Y'all like, I thought y'all were locked in. Y'all were definitely a little tipsy at the restaurant dancing. You got Isaiah was dancing with the DJ.
Yo, you know what happens to me when they play Bad Bunny?
Yeah, the fruity comes out of you. You get that little curl like you did at the Met Gala.
Happy Pride Month.
Let's go. All right. We're gonna go for 4, maybe 5, but for sure we're gonna be struggling. All right, let's go.
Let's grow.
2, 3.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Keep going.
Let's go, baby.
What is the hardest part for you about your dieting and food? Like, do you have any struggles? Tortillas. Tortillas.
I've had 4 tortillas since January 1st. It's terrible.
Sounds like Logan's issue too with Taco Cabana.
Taco Cabana.
Tortillas. That is crazy because there's a tortilla factory like right next to here
Literally,
too.
when you walk out of this gym, you can smell the tortillas. Absolutely.
Okay, did you see the new Madden cover?
I did see it and how they recreated it and everything like that. All wired. Yeah, he's all wired up just to reenact the Saquon show.
Now, I would say it sucks for him. He's gonna have the Madden curse on him.
I hope he does not.
But honestly, like, dude, you got your Super Bowl. Who cares?
Yeah, nah.
Was he? He wasn't the Super Bowl MVP, was he?
I don't think
It was
so.
probably Hurts.
I don't think so, but
It was Hurts. Okay, like, dude, if I got the Super Bowl already, I wouldn't care. I'd get on the Madden cover. If I hadn't won one, then I would
you're
say
like,
no.
curse is real. The curse is real.
The curse is real.
I hope it doesn't happen to him. After, like, I saw clips of Saquon, even as a Cowboy fan, when I saw clips of Saquon when the coach wanted to put him in and gave him the option to go in, he's like, you're about to break your record. And he's like, nah, you have to let the young kids eat. I was like, dude, that's a stand-up guy. Like, legit, I hate the Eagles, but I'll root for Saquon anytime.
I hate the Eagles. Damn it. Hate you Eagle fans.
We could have had him. We could
I'm milking.
Let's go. Oh, back, baby. We're back.
We're back. Let's go.
One more. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Chest is pumped.
Oh, let's go, baby. You got another subscriber.
Yeah. David, nice to meet you, brother. So my channel is Goody Beats, and me and Isaiah just do daily vlogs, pretty much. So we record every day, but we upload it typically on a Monday, and then if it's like, sometimes it's over like an hour and a half, so then we'll make a part 2 later on in the week. Yeah, I got you.
Part 3s.
Or part 3s, yeah. I know there.
Thank you. I got subscribers too.
Yeah. Appreciate it. You're helping out, brother. Appreciate it. Hell yeah.
Let's go. Okay, guys, nice little chest day. Super quick, super fun. Although we did go pretty heavy. We went to failure on each exercise, so that's pretty good. Robert, thanks for coming out. You gonna be with us more often?
Every week.
Let's go.
Let's OG from THRC.
OG. We gotta get the whole crew back together, guys. We gotta get Javi. We gotta get Jason.
Yep.
See you, brother.
Hey, bro. What's up, y'all? It is week 8, Wednesday, lunchtime. Sadly, my girlfriend is away from the house right now. She's working outside of the house today. So that means I gotta cook lunch for myself. But anyways, she already did all the work. I'm just putting it together basically. So she already made us these high protein quesadillas a few days ago, and we still had some leftover meat with the poblanos in there that you can see right here. And then it's basically me just throwing it together. But she did the numbers on it. Each quesadilla is gonna be 50 grams of protein. And then I'm also gonna have that with some side avocado slices. But yeah, let me show y'all the end result. So check out the finished product for lunch. The tortillas she does get are the carb balance ones. And these tortillas have 10 grams of protein in it itself. So that's why this ends up being, by her calculations, up to 50 grams of protein. This is minus the avocado. So whatever the avocado adds on, yeah, that's what we're getting. But yes, let me tear this up, baby. All right, y'all. So we are headed to the gym. But first, I'm going to stop and get some new glasses, pick out some new frames. I already got my eyes checked out a couple weeks ago, got some new contacts in. But I think it's time for an upgrade on glasses as well. So let's go see what pair I'm going to get.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Just released episode 6, just went live today. It's actually a really quite funny one. It starts off with Isaiah and I dancing, and then a message from Ross at the gym. So actually a really, really funny episode. Hope you guys watched it. One thing I'm showing guys, so when I was doing my keto cut, one thing that I did every morning, and some of you OGs would probably remember this, was my morning cocktail drink. And what that was, a big cup of water, some greens, some electrolytes, and the key ingredient, some apple cider vinegar. And that is just a good thing to start off every single morning. It kind of jumpstarts your metabolism, especially if you are someone who eats a lot of meat. It's gonna help break down those tough proteins. So I want to start getting back into this. So as you can see, I just bought a brand new apple cider vinegar. Haven't even opened it yet. And this is something that I want to get back into. I want to get back to my morning cocktail. So we got 1 scoop of the Jocko greens right here. This is the coconut pineapple flavor, really good. We're gonna do 1 big scoop. Boom, like so. Then 1 packet of the electrolytes. And so the key thing with electrolytes and the greens, the main reason why I put it in my morning cocktail drink is because it helps mask the very acidic apple cider vinegar. Like, I know some people do apple cider vinegar shots in the morning. I'm just not one of those persons. Like, I can't do apple cider vinegar by myself. I can't do apple cider vinegar by itself. I have to have it with something. And so that's the whole, like pretty much the whole reason why I do the greens and the electrolytes. And that's one of the main reasons why I do the greens and the electrolytes with this, to mask the taste. And yes, I probably should be measuring, but I didn't. That's probably about more than enough, more than 2 servings. All right. Mix this up, let's go. Oh yeah, I remember you. I remember that morning cocktail. So yeah, let me know guys, try this out. If you guys have any greens, if you have any electrolytes, if you have any apple cider vinegar, try it out. Now I do know they make apple cider vinegar gummies or pills. I'd be very careful on the gummies. I'm just not a big believer in them yet. But let me know if you're gonna try this, guys. Morning cocktail every morning. I used to do this religiously when I did my first ever competition with Ross. Ross is actually the one who put me on this. He put me on this morning cocktail drink every morning. The only one thing that is missing is the psyllium husk powder, which is fiber. I don't have any of that. If I do get some, I'll probably throw that in there as well. But the thing with that, you gotta drink it super quick because that psyllium husk gets bigger and bigger. And the more time that you take to drink this, it almost becomes like a thick applesauce. And I do not like that. And I don't really want to chug this drink. Okay guys, a little bit of a life update. Daddy made a little mistake. So Logan's been planting she planted a tomato tree and
a pumpkin tree for a month. And he did not tell the guy to be careful around my plant.
Yeah, so Lo planted her tomato tree right here and her pumpkin tree, and she's been taking really good care of it, guys. I mean, every single day, watering it, every morning, checking on it. If there's a big storm, she comes and covers it up, like really maintaining it. Well, I forgot to tell my landscape guy or my landscaper to not cut Lo's tomato plant. And yeah, she got here and she was like, "Hey, did you cut the grass?" I was like, "Yeah, I cut the grass. I cut the front yard." She's like, She's like, "Did you do the back?" I was like, "Oh no, the landscape guy did it. I didn't do it." And then she ran out here, saw that it looked like this, and instantly bursted into tears. So I said, "Come on, let's go. We're going to Lowe's." So Daddy went and got her a pretty big tomato plant.
Yeah,
and as you can see, we already got one already sprouted right here. So
yeah, but there's a good thing that these was not planted in the ground, because if Pete would have cut these, I would have been mad. But those guys, look at things. This is mine right here. All these cuts on me. I have been growing that, so then I can use the cactus plant. That's a cactus plant, not like the sharp ones, like the aloe vera plant. so I can put it on my scratches so it can heal. This dude cutted those. He cutted those. I got mad. I started crying. But the good thing, these.
But you're happy now because you got a tomato plant and you already got one sprouted. Well, almost done. Yes, not done yet. All right, and Mina, what'd you get, my love?
I got this one.
Ooh, there's
she got a mint. Guys, look, I can eat this.
Yeah, she got a little mint plant right there.
Yeah,
Don't eat it. Just suck on it a little bit for the flavor. Yeah, she got a little mint one right there, guys. But yeah, there you go. So the girls are happy. Yeah, daddy mistake. It's all good though, right?
If he didn't replace it, he would have been down, way down. Pop!
Okay, guys, so we're currently on our way to the gym right now. But before we get there, I have to talk about this because my mind is blown right now. I just got done listening to the latest episode of the Joe Rogan podcast, and it was with this guy named Oz Perlman. I didn't know anything about it. It was like the latest episode, and I was doing a little bit of driving, so I was like, okay, I clicked on it. Started listening to it, and I was like, okay. As the episode got deeper and deeper, I was like, okay, this guy is like, what the heck is up with this guy? And I don't want to like ruin it for people, but let's just say like, at the end of the episode, my jaw just dropped. And I think Joe Rogan and Jamie were just as freaked out as well. And I'm telling you, if you guys want to listen to it, don't skip to the end because it's going to ruin it. You have to listen to the entire episode because he literally builds up to the end of the episode for like the grand reveal. And you're just like, what in the world? Like, how did he do this? Like, how? There's no possible way he could have done this or he could have known this. It was absolutely insane. So I don't know. Like maybe tomorrow I'll give you a little bit of time to go. By the time you're watching this, the episode's probably going to be like 3 weeks old. So by the time you're watching this, you know what? You know what? Now that I'm thinking, by the time you watch this, the episode's going to be like 3 weeks old. So it's not like I'm spoiling it or whatnot. So long story short, he literally told Rogan and he like brought this envelope that was like sealed, and he pretty much had it written down before the episode even started. Like he handed this, he's like, here you go, I'll let you open this at the end of the episode. They had the entire episode. He asked Joe questions, like 3 questions. He got all 3 things correct. Mind you, everything in the envelope said exactly what Joe was going to do. It was handed to him 3 hours before Joe even did it. Like, what? He told Joe, hey, you're going to flip a coin, get it wrong 3 times, and insist that you do it again. And you're still going to get it wrong. That happened. He asked Joe, hey, just think of like what kind of UFC fighters do you like? What's your favorite one or whatever? Like, what fight do you remember the most? Mind you, Joe does this for a living. He knows, there's nobody that knows more fighters than Joe Rogan other than probably Dana White. He was able to pick the exact fighter that Joe was talking about and pick the exact fight that Joe was thinking. How, bro? Out of all the amazing fights that Joe has seen, he was able to pick the right one. And this was all written down in an envelope. And then like he did like the past, the present, and the future. So he was able to predict all 3 things. And then the future one was like, hey, what's the one person you would want here in my place to do an episode? And Joe said a name, and he goes, that's interesting. I'm really intrigued that you said that. He's like, through our conversation, I can see you changed your mind. Who was the first person you asked before we started this podcast? And he's like, oh yeah, it was this guy. Sure enough, the guy had it written down, like a picture of Muhammad Ali. How did he do this? Joe, I've never seen Joe so like freaked out. Like, how in the hell did he do this? Now I got my theories on how he did this. This is my theory. I could be completely wrong, but this is what I think the guy did. I think the guy is so mentally, like, he can read signals, right? He says that he can read people's
body language, tendencies, whatever you call it. He can predict. That's how he predicts. That's how a psychic can predict what's going on in your life. They can ask you certain questions, and by the way that you answer it and how you answer and all the things you do, they can pretty much come up with a very accurate conclusion. But what I think he does, I don't know how he does it, but he can somehow steer you to what answer he wants you to answer, and like what answer he wants you to pick. So again, I know this sounds crazy, but he pretty much through the conversation made Joe pick Anderson Silva. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how I think he did it. He can like manipulate people to get them to answer the correct answer that he has predicted or written down to make him sound like a prophet. But yeah, it's needless to say, pretty crazy episode. I've listened to a lot of Joe Rogan episodes, and this by far was one of the best ones that I can remember listening to in a very long time. Oh, we lost it. Sorry.
That's cool. I had to drop the kids off at the pool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I told him. He was like, "Yo, how many sets you got left?" And I was literally just waiting for you. And I'm like, "Yeah." My gym partner's taking his shit. I was like, "Go ahead and take it." He might, you know, it's one of those things. He might be back in 5 minutes. Might be back in 25 minutes. I don't know.
It's cool. Good thing I came like 20 minutes earlier, and I've been hitting shoulders, so we're
like no, like right now I gotta go too, but I'm just gonna
pinch it.
I'm gonna play turtle. All right, let's go.
Risky game, bro. That's
risky,
a risky game.
Risky.
Sides.
All right, so I just told Isaiah about the Joe Rogan podcast. How do you think he did it?
I haven't seen it, but
I just explained
I'm gonna think.
I just explained to you. If I came in here right now and I handed you a piece of paper before we started the workout,
right,
and then throughout our workout, like what I'm doing right now, I'm filming you. I'm like, yo, Isaiah, like think about all the matches you've seen, current, past. Like, think of one.
He's got an in. I think he either has an in with somebody, or he's doing like some type of manipulation within the questions, where it's like maybe he gives you the answer to the previous answer and then acts like he's writing something down, and then it's really for the one answer you already gave previously. So when you get the final results, it looks like he guessed everything right. But I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it though, and then I'll show y'all how to do it.
Old school.
It's not the old school. That's an old
metabolic. Hey, you know what? That's how it all got started. If it wasn't for them finding me, coming out with the first ever keto meal, I mean, that was the time to be alive. You know, watching the video today kind of makes me want to like at least go back to factory every now and then.
Yeah, because it's dope.
Yeah, it is dope. Like,
what are you talking
the
about?
music, I'm editing your videos. I'm like, damn, like I kind of miss this atmosphere, the music. Like I'm kind of just watching. I'm like, yeah. You see big freaking ugly gorilla walk behind you, Ross training behind you, walking by like Sasquatch.
Yep. How can you not get that extra rep? Him just pacing the gym in circles.
No, that's all he does. Literally, like, is Ross. Imagine Ross. He has the shortest shorts, no shirt. He's got the nose strap, and he just walks around like this.
In circles.
Literally all he does in the factory. Mind you, factory's only about from that bench to the mirrors. It's not that very long or wide. Okay guys, so we're finishing up our shoulder day. Started off with shoulder press like we always do. Then we got extensions. Then we got some, what do you call these?
Side laterals.
Side laterals,
This is
front laterals, and then we'll end it up with some rear delts. And that's always our shoulder workouts. Very, very simple, very structured. It's always the same. We never really change anything. But that being said, I talked about this the other day at lunch, and I forgot to ask Isaiah, because Isaiah is a huge UTSA fan.
Beat, let's go Roadrunners.
Because he's a big beat fan. Your Roadrunners knocked out my number 2 Texas Longhorns.
In baseball, baby, let's go. It was a dope game. It was pretty awesome. I mean, they should have actually beat them by way more. They had base running errors.
So did Longhorns, bro. In game 1, we literally gamed that. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of that Yankees inning in the World Series against the Dodgers. That's what it reminded me of.
Yo, that was so wild.
Because I'm like, guys, it was just 1-5, and then all of a sudden it's 6-5. Like, what is going on?
Freddie Freeman comes up.
Stupidest error. No, I'm talking about the Longhorns.
Oh yeah, the Longhorns.
No, we were up 5-1, and then before you know it, it was 6-5. I'm like, how did we give up this lead? And then the game 2, then the following day, that was where you guys were just on.
That's what's up. That's how we do it.
But tonight the girls softball team. I'm reaching. I'm reaching. I'm like, but tonight the Longhorns play Texas Tech.
Tomorrow's water polo.
So for the I think it's a championship tonight. It's a 3 game. No, it's the actual one.
Nice.
And it's a 3 gamer. So hey, a Texas team gets to win. That's what I said. Look, I said I'm not that mad. I mean, I am kind of mad, but technically we are kind of still in it because you guys are UT of San Antonio, so you're like our little brother. So you're technically UT, so technically UT is still in it. But I would much rather lose to UTSA than like in Oklahoma, or in Nebraska, or in LSU, or Texas Tech too. I really don't like Texas Tech. So I'm okay with it. But damn, dude, we were so good this year.
I know.
We were number 2. But this is our first year with this coach, and we took this coach from A&M, which is why A&M people were talking so much mess. They were like, yeah, you get what you deserve. But this first year, give him some time. He's gonna build up this program.
Let's go, Runners 2-1-0, baby.
Now I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them now. I'm rooting for them in the World
Throw
Series.
up the sign. Let's go.
Bro,
throw it up.
The number 1. What is the sign? Dude, the number 1 and number 2 teams in baseball got knocked out, Vanderbilt and UT. So it's like the World Series is wide open. Okay guys, here we go. Last exercise of the day. This is a little machine that's open, so we gotta just make it work. And doing some weird delts. Look at that. Look at this. Look at everything I taught this guy for years and years.
I would be nowhere without him. I would know nothing without Logan. I'd be so weak in a twig.
There we go. And just like that, guys, shoulder day is complete. See you tomorrow.
What's up, guys?
All right, guys. So post workout, me and Lolo are eating. Like I always say, guys, every time I cook my food, the girls smell it and they want some. So that's another thing that I've always talked about. If you want your kids to start eating like, a little bit healthier, start cooking some really tasty food and they'll smell it, right? They'll smell it and say, hey, what is that, Daddy? Hey, Mommy, what's that? And they'll want to try something.
I literally came over here sniffing it like...
Yeah, I was cooking so what I have right here is I have some ground beef right here and some strawberries. And
I know what ground beef is. You get it from the floor.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So she smelt it and she was like, Daddy, can you make me a little patty? And I was like, yeah. So made her a little patty right here. So she's eating some ground beef and she's working on her loom kit right now. She's got like a little business. Tell them about your little business, baby.
So I make rainbow loom and I sell them. And I made like bang money. I don't know how much it is. I didn't count it.
You've made like $60 something already by selling these like
69. 69.
By selling these what are they, like bracelets and stuff?
They're called rainbow loom bracelets, and if you want to buy one, you can they come in, I can put them in packages. If you're getting if you want a bag, I'll put them in a bag. I have bags right here, and I make these tiny bracelets. And if you want one, shout out in the comments that you want some, and my dad will tell you the colors, and I'll make them whatever color.
Guys, it's funny. So she'll take her loom kit everywhere. She'll take it to my family's house. She'll take it to the park. She'll take it to school. And she just starts making bracelets, and she starts selling them like for like $1, $2. And it's crazy. Yeah, she's made like almost $70 already. I really love that she's like learning about business. Like she's got like a little entrepreneur like her daddy.
You know what I hate?
What? What?
Every time I go to stores, like when I got these, I got them from Marshalls. Michael's?
Michael's?
Not Marshalls. Marshalls doesn't sound lube kids. Michael's, and they were next by the hula hoops there. Anyway, so I was going, I smell success.
Hey, shout out to Lolo. So guys, if your kids are watching this with you right now and you want a loom bracelet
To make some money, because my mom already made me pay for this.
Hey, supplies cost money, girl. You gotta buy the supplies and you gotta make the product.
Really, like you
and
bought that $200 coat and you didn't get change back? No change back?
Yes, I bought that stupid coat. Okay, so anyways, if you want some and you would like to have one, just let us know in the comments what kind of colors you want and which kind of charms you want. They got all type of charms right here. Let me know.
And I also got these ones, which I will keep, but here's the thing. If it breaks, and I'll let them pick out a new charm from these.
All right, guaranteed, guys. If it breaks, she'll make you another one. I like that. All right, guys. So if y'all want some, let us know in the comments.
Look, let me show you something.
Okay, go ahead.
Look, this one's my size because like it looks very small, right? Look at that. It fits me perfect.